Welcome back to the show, the place where we give you reviews, news and previews in real time. I'm Owen Garner.
And I'm Luke Carr.
And today our review, that's where we start. Were you even listening? God. I'm in a weird mood today. Let's see how it fares.
You're the only one that's been speaking.
I'm talking to the viewer. The viewer.
The viewer.
We are reviewing right now, 28 years later.
Was all right.
Yes, I wondered where you were going to come down on it.
And I've seen a lot of negative reactions, and I've seen maybe not an equal amount, but I have seen a lot of positive reactions. I've not seen too many that are seeing a lot of the good and are also not loving it. That's kind of where I am with it. I enjoyed a lot of what was in this.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I loved it. I don't think it stays with me. I found the story really does slow down, and that isn't always a bad thing. But in this case, it did sort of strip away the tension for me.
Yes, the tension definitely in this one, and when you compare it to the original, especially, that is a very kind of unrelenting, kind of thrill ride. Yeah. Even in the quieter scenes, because you're like, oh, I'm pretty tense. Yeah. Anything can happen. Yeah. This one, it feels more sparse. It feels, we had kind of different reactions to it there, I can feel. Yeah. I've been obsessed with this film.
Yeah.
I've been only watching videos about this. I usually watch videos about loads of different stuff. I've been so on this track. And for me, that is my kind of, self-notifier. That's, oh, yeah, you loved this film. Yeah. Because a film like that, I come out and I was so desperate for it to be good. Yeah. So I was kind of tense in the film because I was like, oh, please be good, please be good. Yeah. I had the same with James Bond when it was No Time to Die. Yeah. I was like, oh, please stick the landing. And I did really enjoy this film. It is very different. You go in, if you're expecting a horror movie, that's not going to happen. You're going to watch a human drama movie that has elements of horror. Yes. Whereas the original is a horror movie that has elements of human drama. Yeah. And it asks the question, what is the most terrifying thing in the world? A man. So this one is it doesn't ask that question. It asks loads of questions.
But does it answer many of them?
Some of them. Does this to you feel like the first film in a trilogy, or does it stand on its own legs enough?
Oh, it does stand on its own legs enough. I think, with the exception of the ending scene, which if you've seen the film, of course you know what I'm on about, and if you haven't, you maybe do anyway. Because I saw a lot.
A lot of people have been talking about it, especially with the content of the reference. Which feels interesting. I don't know where I come down on that, but it makes sense. So Alex Garland, right? Him and Danny Boyle come back together. Danny Boyle has said this because I've watched many interviews. Danny Boyle has said that the reason that they wanted to come back to this, right, is that they had gone to screenings over the years, and this was just one of those films that persisted. He kept being asked back to Q&As, and he said that it was great. People in the audiences were raging, like the infected. Jenny's infected! And he's such an animated person, and he's so passionate. He's one of my favourite directors, and I've really re-fallen in love with him. One of his films is in my top 4 on Letterboxd. So I don't feel like that's I'm just doing it now. I was kind of I fell in love with his direction again, and I had that experience through the film, all his little touches, the way that he moves the camera and all that sort of stuff. The way that the light works and all those things, it felt like a Danny Boyle film to me. So he said that they would come back to these Q&As, and there was clearly still that appetite. So they'd wanted to come back. The original script that Alex Garland had written was more of what you would expect. It's the virus is being weaponized by someone. It's a nefarious conglomeration, or it's a government using it. And it's more of it spreads. And then they went, we don't like that. It's kind of been done elsewhere. Let's give ourselves that limitation. And for me, limitation is an incredible driver for creativity. So I'm so glad that they did this. And he clearly has a similar mindset on that. They've drawn it back to the mainland of the UK. So they've then, so now what do we do? So from that, rather than this one kind of bigger, grander movie, they've actually come up with a story that will happen across 3 movies.
Yeah.
And I think that's really interesting. So he said that the first film is about the nature of family, and the second film is about the nature of evil.
Right.
So when you look at the trappings of the gang, the clan, of the group that appear at the end of this movie, kind of plays into it.
It does. And this, as you said, this one is about family. Mm-hmm. That's in a way why I feel like it can be watched just by itself, because a lot of these coming of age stories,
it's a coming of age, it's a Bildungsroman.
They have to end with them of age.
Well, so DC news.
Yeah.
I guess, Superman's coming out,
Yeah.
But the main news, Batman. Mm-hmm. Their biggest property. Lots of discussion on Batman at the moment. So James Gunn's recently done this big interview where he's talked about the future of Batman. People asking, when are we getting Matt Reeves's The Batman Part 2?
Yeah.
James Gunn was saying that for him, his biggest challenge is Batman and how to get the tone right, because in this world that he's introducing that has loads of superheroes, why would there be the need for a Batman? Because the need for a Batman suggests that Gotham has been neglected to the point of that fine, I'll do it myself.
Right, yeah. Like when you've got a Superman and the Flash and the whatever else.
Yeah, and you've got the Lanterns. They're the Green Lantern, like that, but they're like a sort of more kind of policey kind of team.
I mean, like that's true, but that has always been true. Like in the worlds of Batman. Like, this is kind of the job. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that he's complaining in that sense, but they've done I know that they probably want to stick to a consistent tone, and I know that the Matt Reeves Batman is probably not exactly what James Gunn wanted, but I feel like you've got to be tempted to just use it, to just be like, this is actually the DC EU, whatever, Batman, just Robert Pattinson, rather than making the brave and the bold.
Yeah.
I know that they're probably not going to do that.
So they are going to be making this work.
They're going to make them at the same time.
Like, they're going to be making them at the same time. Like, you don't want to go full Adam West, very silly 60s, cut in a clip of him being the groovy Batman. Yeah. There's from the movie. It's brilliant. I used to watch that TV show when I got back from school. It's very fun, but like you can't really do that with Batman for a modern audience.
No, and like you need the different characters, right? Like if you have Superman being more fun in this one, I'm assuming like the Flash Barry, whatever his name is supposed to be pretty jokey.
Yeah,
like
Barry Allen.
If they're all being quite light and quite jokey and quite charismatic, you kind of need the Batman to be grumpy,
because he otherwise becomes almost the comic relief.
Like,
in a sense,
you just need
the relief from comedy.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Like, you need someone there, right? Because same is true in the Marvel films. I'm not saying Captain America is anything like Batman, but he's not that funny.
Yeah.
And you need him there because you can't just have 2 Tony Starks going back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting that Superman would be like Tony Stark, but if everyone's going to be a bit more lighthearted and a bit more...
I mean, what's exciting with Superman is that he has a personality.
Well, that's it, yeah, because he did in that second trailer, which we weren't either one of us as thrilled by as the first. What did come through is that they are going to make him a man.
Yes.
He's not just the symbol of superhero.
Yeah.
I watched some...
S for superhero.
Yeah, S for superhero. So, I don't know. Batman's maybe not the easiest one to do right, but everyone's desperate to love Batman.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you just make a Batman film.
They should make a Batgirl movie. Have they tried that? Another bit of DC news, it's Clayface, the live-action Clayface.
Yeah.
Casting news for that, it's Tom Rhys-Harris, this guy. Most recently saw him in an episode of Doctor Who, one of the better episodes from season 1. He was pretty good in it, had a bit of a heel turn, so got to show a bit of his range. I've seen him in a bunch of British dramas. It's quite funny, though, that the guy who is going to be playing an amorphous blob has an incredibly angular face. So we'll see how he turns his face to that.
Yeah. I saw him described as a relative unknown, which I'm sure he's thrilled by.
I'm sure he is thrilled by. I'm sure that the people at Warner, the financiers, are very pleased to buy that because
he's a relative unknown.
Paying him
Yeah,
very much.
and Batman is going to be also a relative unknown.
Yeah, and David Coulthard is a relative unknown.
They're all relative, yeah.
You know, and so is Rachel Brosnahan. You know, I would say
I won't have this marvelous Miss Maisel slander.
I would say that you know, probably Nicholas Hoult is the biggest get for the new Superman.
I won't have this Nathan Fillion and Firefly slander.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like Nicholas Hoult just is a bigger international star.
Castle's got like 9 seasons.
How many seasons has Bones got?
The rookie's still going, I think. Nathan Fillion is as big as he's ever been.
Yes. Point proven.
Nicholas Hoult peaked at about a boy.
No, he's got way taller. He's much bigger.
No.
Just because you didn't grow since you were a boy.
He's just jealous of Nathan Fillion's perfect hair.
You really shaved it. He's not actually bald. I'll stay on.
Is he not the villain of Batman, the Brave and the Bold?
Brilliant. That's amazing. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm going to look like a psychopath, like I was practicing laughing. Did I get it right? John Bernthal as the Punisher will be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So in these Sony Marvel movies that they're made together, the deal is that Marvel get to put Spider-Man in Avengers movies, team-up movies, and then when Sony make a Spider-Man movie, they get a Marvel character. So
they got one of the big ones.
They got
on the top shelf.
They got right on the top shelf. They got Tony Stark in the first one. They got Nick Fury in the second one. They got Doctor Strange in the third one. Now they got the Punisher.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, there's rumours that they're also going to have Hulk.
Okay, right. That's
that's the top shelf.
Yeah, that's
an
a big
Avenger.
one. Yeah.
But John Bernthal, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
It's leading more to this is going to be a street level Spider-Man movie, which is what we want.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Especially for this, like this one trilogy's over. They finished it with,
and they've done a hit reset.
Yeah.
How often do you get the opportunity? PIXAR are using AI.
Oh no.
To render frames faster and stuff like that. But it's... What do you think about it? It's just as soon as they start using these things, they just don't...
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
That's the sort of feeling, right?
And it's just now that you can't even do a Google search without it being using AI.
AI is also a bit of a catch-all.
So I just wanted to see how long I should boil an egg for. I didn't want to set a forest on fire for this.
So like... Yeah, you said the hot one.
That's why I need to use it. This is why.
I mean, AI is a bit of a like... There's a lot of stuff that like is spell checker AI, you know, that sort of thing, right? Like, is it AI in the sense that we know it as like generative AI, like ChatGPT, or is it just Premiere Pro brought out a new feature and they called it AI? You know, I don't know, but I'm anti any AI in the arts.
Yeah.
The AI in art does not stand.
There's no AI in arts.
There's no AI in arts.
Oh, wait.
There's no AI in artistic.
Yes. We got the trailer for Springsteen, the Bruce Springsteen biopic with Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah.
Are they ever doing it on the biopics?
I think they passed that point a little while ago.
Yeah.
And
the Bob Dylan one was supposed to be good. I didn't see it.
No.
Is Bob Dylan's music enough? Timmy Chalamet, he's a superstar. I love him.
And James Mangold that you like.
And James Mangold is a director that I really like.
Like if you,
and Elle Fanning is an actor.
if they gave you the cast list and even the premise and just said it was going to be a fictional country folk singer star, whatever.
And then I would have been way more interested. Yeah, I would have been way more interested.
And I'd be interested in this same story, not about Bruce Springsteen as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to get excited for anyone.
We've got the trailer. I didn't bother watching it.
No, because
how cynical is that? Like some of these stories are like, we got our first look and I looked away.
Yeah.
We've got a trailer. I didn't watch it.
I just can't bring myself to really care about them, and even the ones that are good, as you say, like A Complete Unknown.
Yeah.
They have to be so good for me to want to watch them.
Yeah.
And that's
you
a bit
have
of a
to really
shame.
love the artist or band.
Yeah, if it was an artist that exactly right. If it was someone that I
So
really
like the Beatles ones, when they come out, I will probably watch them.
Yeah.
Unless the first one comes out and is bad.
Yeah. I mean, those ones are more interesting because it's just been told in a very... Because it's a 4-part thing.
Yeah.
You have to assume they're breaking formula in that.
Yeah.
That's what makes it a bit more appealing. Is, again, I never even watched A Complete Unknown, but even if it broke formula...
Oh, you didn't? I thought you had.
No, this is it. But it's the same thing that people were saying about actors and directors getting trapped in the Marvel sort of stuff. It's just similar. It's like I see big actor, big director going to be in biopic, and it just feels like a wasted year from my perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know who's directing this one. Might be A Complete Unknown.
Last little bit of news. Spaceballs 2 is coming. I don't know, have you seen Spaceballs 1? It's a Mel Brooks movie.
I'm guessing I'm going to have to understand this one.
No, I mean, they're sort of parodies, pastiches, homages. You know, that you have to have seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
And so the original one, they were parodying Star Wars when only the 3 original movies had come out. And they managed to make, loads of jokes about it. And then they joked about, other, sci-fi stuff. There's an alien gag in there as well, because, it's come out similar time. But there's loads more Star Wars for them to now parody. They could do a really, really slow chase, like in Book of Boba Fett. There's a bunch of stuff that they can do like that. Mel Brooks did a little kind of piece to camera talking about it. It looks really fun.
Yeah.
I really like his films, Young Frankenstein's great. Men in Tights is great.
Yeah.
All the ones that I've seen, I've loved. So I'm excited about that.
These are
And there's also Spinal Tap too.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner, I think, is coming back to direct, and it's got the Christopher Guest and I was going to say David Guest. That's not the right person, is it? Christopher Guest. All these people coming back for it. Those kinds of legacy sequels. For a comedy movie, I sort of almost have more time for it, and I have more faith because it's like, they can be funny. They can be funny again still.
Yeah.
It's like, can they live up to the original drama?
Yeah, no, I'm on board with these getting long awaited sequels. Same as the Naked Gun.
Yeah,
2,
it looks fun.
As long as
actually, I was a bit like do we really need a Naked Gun remake? Like Leslie Nielsen's such an icon.
Yeah.
Like, do we need to remake his movies? But it's not a remake; it's a sequel. It's like
and Liam Neeson's such a similar name that
some people might get confused and just think it is just like a follow-up. Yeah.
But as long as they tell new jokes, that's always it. Like a comedy movie that just repeats the jokes from the previous movie.
Yes.
But slightly more exaggerated.
Yeah.
That's never good. Like, if both of these come out and just do the same jokes again.
Yeah. And the same with the Naked Gun.
Yeah, exactly that, it's not funny because everyone likes only those jokes. It's funny because it's funny,
Yeah. Let's move on to previews. It is out now, but we haven't seen it. F1. I will probably see it this weekend with my dad. It's a Sunday movie with your dad. Take him to the cinema. Take him for a day out. That'd be nice. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. Joseph Kosinski, the director of Top Gun Maverick, knows how to make a movie for the cinema. So I'm excited for that experience that's coming up.
Oh yeah,
it'll be a solid 4 out of 5 for me. I hope. If it lets me down, it'll be because it wasn't a 4 out of 5. Well, thank you for watching. The best way to make sure that you don't miss anything that we do on the channel is to like this video and to subscribe, because we will give you a weekly rundown every week without fail. That's right, we didn't miss this week. You just were looking...
You were early.
Somewhere else. Well, I've been Owen Garner.
I've been Luke Carr.
Thank you for watching, and goodbye.